Well, we're back. There's a little bit of snowstorm. It's mostly wind. I was out in the Fusion Sport doing donuts in the parking lot. That was fun. It's very slick out there. I'm at home taking care of the cats, watching the house, and working on my next project. This is my old Speed 3. I sold it to one of my good friends, and he just recently sold it back to me. I've been wanting, ever since I got this car originally, this is my second Mazdaspeed, I've been wanting to do a bunch of stuff to it. I've been wanting to build it, which is why I kept my wall of parts over here. I've got a whole bunch of boxes of parts that I kept from when I was building my CX-7, and we've got her back. So there's a couple things that I want to do just to make this car drivable, get it on the road at least. It needs a lot of maintenance stuff, but it's all small stuff. I think the rear brakes need to either be rebuilt or have the calipers replaced. First and foremost, I have to replace the alternator. So today I'm going to try to get this alternator swapped out. I was lucky in that I have one from one of the 3 CX-7 engines that I pulled out of vehicles, and it should bolt right onto this. So I've already jacked it up, pulled the wheel off. I pulled off the two things that go up on the two fire suppressant things because they were just sagging, and I don't want something that's full of oil sagging on top of all this hot stuff under here. It's more likely to cause a fire than protect it. But it's very cold. We got our little heater. I've already pulled out, there's a little protector here, a wheel liner thing that's a separate piece that covers the engine side. So I've pulled that off, and I'm not planning on putting that back on right now because I don't plan on driving this car in the snow, and the bottom of that piece has nothing to hook into. It normally connects to the plastic that goes under the subframe, but that's long gone, as most cars they are. So I've pulled that out of there. I'm gonna have to get up under here and take the pulley off, or the belt off. The fun part, another thing I've already taken off, there's a bracket that holds this AC line to the head. I've taken that off, but the alternator's right down there. There's a connector on the back, there's that power wire right there, and the bolts. And there's apparently some kind of bracket down under there that supports the wiring. So I'm gonna have to take that off and try to snake it up and hope it comes through this hole or comes out the bottom. I'm gonna try to get some decent shots, but it's kind of hard. Billy bought a new camera, I'm using his old one, and I didn't really want to grab the GoPro because it's just not that great. Yeah, let's do a little bit of work to this thing today. So I know you guys can't see it, but the tensioner you got to get to from down here, and looks like I'm gonna need a wrench. I like to use these. This is a gear wrench, long reach ratcheting or closed end set. This set's really sweet. I got these for like $100 on Amazon. Normally they're like 300. I think they usually have them on like Black Friday sales, but they're great. They give you a lot of leverage, and you can ratchet them or not ratchet them. So the tensioner bolt is a 14 mil. You just got to turn it clockwise enough to get the belt off. And she's good to go. Just like that. Yep. So belt's off of it. I got to get the bolts that secure it. I got to get that power wire off, and I think there's a bracket I'm gonna have to get from the bottom side. So I'm gonna have to crawl up under this thing. It is greasy. It needs a lot. It needs a lot of seals. It really needs to be rebuilt, and that's what I'm hoping to do soon, or maybe next year. At the very least, I want to be able to drive this thing. It is a fun car. It's got a front mount intercooler that I put on it. It's got a catless downpipe from eBay. I love this thing. I crawled up under there and pulled these two bolts out. So this bolt didn't have the little shield, the heat shield that's supposed to be on it. I assume that's because this is a reman engine, and they never put it back in. When the guy that I bought it from originally got the new engine put into it, everything under there is really oily. Looks like when we did the turbo swap, either the turbo's bad now or the gaskets on the oil feed and oil drain might be bad. There's just oil everywhere. This thing just, it needs refreshed. She's seen a lot of years on the road. Luckily it's not rusted out in particular, other than the rust that was already fixed on it. But anyway, these are the two bottom bolts. So I'll show you on the new alternator. So when you're up underneath there, I can't fit the camera and my head under there at the same time. That's what I'm showing you here. So these two came out of those two holes. There's the connector right here. The tab is on this side. You got to pull real hard and wiggle it. Or maybe I ended up pulling on the wires a little bit, but I tried not to do that. And then, so once you've got these two out, and the bracket that was supposed to go here off, if you still have it, you come around to the top of the car. There's one more bolt right here, but before you break that bolt loose, this is a 10 mil that was holding, would have been holding the bracket that it doesn't have on it. These are 14 mil, and then this is a 12 mil. So make sure you take this off. Make sure you take your battery off before you take the nut off for your charge wire. I'm gonna break this loose, and then all I gotta do is try to snake the old one out of there, and then I gotta try to put this one in. So hopefully this works. Oh, this thing is so greasy. So that's that bolt. I'm just gonna set it here. Now the fun part. How do I get this out of here with this AC line in my way? I'm gonna set it down here and think about it for a second, because it has to come out the top. Oh, well, she's out of there. What I had to do, obviously, this bracket had to come loose. Then this AC line, that's the main thing in our way. The bolt's right here. You take that bolt off, and then this can pivot upward. I had to snake it around this boost tube right here. So it ended up coming out actually underneath of this. I could not get it out through this hole. So that's out of there. I'm gonna work on getting the new one back in and cross our fingers that that thing charges, because this one was not. So this right here is actually a one-way bearing. It'll only allow the alternator to spin faster than the belt. And that appears to require some kind of a special tool that's splined. This is threaded, normal thread, right-hand thread. But that splined part is supposed to grab into this, and somehow you gotta hold the actual unit. So I'm just gonna assume that this alternator is no longer good. This one right here just has a nut right there, which means, yeah, it might put a little bit more drag on the engine in between shifts, but hopefully this alternator works. So I'm gonna go ahead and send this one and hope that this one works, at least so that I can drive the car around. It'll charge the battery up, and it's not gonna throw a whole bunch of codes and stuff. That way I can start fixing some other stuff on this to at least get it drivable. Okay, she's in. We're gonna finish bolting all this stuff back down. I already got the belt on. I already got the power wire on. I plugged the connector in. 2 bolts on the bottom are tight. This top bolt's tight. And I'm gonna start it up, and I'm gonna grab a multimeter and make sure that it's charging. And if it's done and it's working with no problems, honestly, I think I'm gonna leave the thing that covered this I think I'll leave that off. I'll put my wheel back on. I did put one fresh tire on it, and I've got one other tire to put on it. It seems like this back wheel is holding air pretty well, but I know that this one and that one both leak down pretty quickly. But let's get this back together and see how she does. Great success, very nice. So the alternator is good to go. I want to keep working on it, but I'm gonna let it air out in here a little bit. I'm going to let it warm back up because I just opened the door, and try to find the motivation to do a little bit more stuff with these wheels. I gotta get the back of the car in the air for the next thing that I want to do to this. So, because the rear brake's dragging on this side and possibly the other side. I mean, given how much oil residue is on this thing and how many different things that I need to look at, this car has always been so loyal. It always starts right up on the first crank. And now I've got a working alternator in it again. So I'm super happy to have this car. I love this thing. I can't wait till it's warm again, till I can drive it, but that's what the winter's for. You gotta work on all your issues in the winter so that you can enjoy them in the summer.